Studies.
Heyo! Welcome to Suplex Studies, episode 26. My name is Eric, and today I am joined by the one, the only. He is the best in the world, the Second City Saint. He is GM Punk.
What's going on, brother Eric?
What up? Otherwise known as GTS. 'cause,
GTS, baby.
Homie is just waking up right now, more or less.
I'm having my coffee right now.
Good morning, sir.
So it's more like GTA, get to awake.
Yes, the reverse.
Yes, Gator to
Strike
awake.
that, reverse it.
Strike that, reverse it. Willy Wonka style. Don't steal fizzy lifting drink if you're out there. You will not get the prize.
You must
Oh,
beware.
man. So what's going on today, bruv? How you doing?
Hey, doing pretty well. It's been a good week so far. Nice Tuesday here. Dropping this on a Wednesday to you every week. Suplex Studies releases on your favorite podcast platform. Also on YouTube. Give us a like.
Subscribe. Give us a comment.
Hit that notification button.
That way every time we drop a side suplex, you're the first one to get hit.
That's right. But you can follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Suplex Studies. I have my personal Kreutz Wrath Customs on Instagram.
It's a hell of a move.
Oh, the Kreutz Rattle.
Yes. Follow me at Agustin Disc Gator Garcia on Instagram. And the same Agustin Garcia on the Facebook. I do not subscribe to the X, unfortunately. It's not my thing. Same thing on the Snap. And
The Chap Snats.
and what's that other one that we do now?
We're on something new now?
We're going to have to get on that new one. What's that new one that we're going to get on soon?
Blue Sky?
That one.
Fuck no.
What?
Not right now, at least.
All right. Well, we'll get on it eventually, and you'll be able to follow us there, too.
Perhaps, maybe. I don't know. I don't want another damn social media.
You're so anti-socials, bruv.
I just had too many.
Yeah, I guess it can be kind of taxing and to endure all that, having to go back and forth, monitor everything, comment amongst all the fans.
Yeah, something like that. And I just feel... I feel like Mastodon came through, that was an old Twitter copy that came and went.
Did you use the other Power Rangers or not? I think we've gone over this. Did you use the other Power Rangers?
I think we have gone over this.
Yeah. Dragon Zord. You never used Dragon Zord? You should have used Dragon Zord. That would have been one.
What are you talking about?
Mastodon, Pterodactyl.
Oh, right. Dragon Zord is a social media site?
Should fucking use it. Dragon Zord. It's a hell of a fucking name.
Well, it's probably trademarked by the Power Rangers people.
Saban, you can kiss my ass. I want to use it. I want to use it, all right?
Chris Saban?
Yeah, Chris Saban, who took a nut shot this week and lost his freaking tag team titles to good old DIY.
Oh, that's right, dude.
Loved it.
Saban took the yam bag?
Saban took it, yeah, because Shelly came in. He was like, Johnny, why did you do that? Why did you hit him in the balls for? You're a good guy. And Johnny was like, super kick, bitch, shut the fuck up.
Did he slap his thigh?
Yeah, he's a total thigh slap. Smack. And, so Shelly goes down. Saban's on the ground. He goes, knees, and they hit that little, what is it? It's kind of like a super kick, and then I think Ciampa does that knee, and I'm not actually sure what they call it. It's a cool little finish. I like it.
I don't know.
It's better than over-under, but similar.
Oh, yeah.
So they hit that. 1, 2, 3. New tag team champions, just like Eric says. Hot shot.
New tag team Ciampas?
New tag team Ciampas. I like it. Yeah, and they did it themselves, too, with a good old-fashioned nut shot. Yambag Jones, man.
Yeah, man. You got to watch your yam bags.
Yeah, man. You got to watch your yam bags. Because Booker T repeats everything that he says. So you got to throw it in there at least 2 times. But yeah, we were actually discussing that on the last podcast about whether or not Johnny would go heel or not. And I was pushing.
Boy,
heel now. Heel. Ha, ha, ha. Heelsman.
Yeah, the Heelsman, huh?
Heelsman. Ha, yeah. Ha. So
the
yeah.
Heelsman strikes again.
He strikes again, babe. Dude, they're doing some good things right now in the WWE. And I got to say, this heel turn, I love it. And I know that they do hotshot those tag team titles, but they have a pretty good tag team division right now. I think they might be trying.
Who's your other faves right now in the tag division over there in the Dubba Dubba?
Of course, the Street Profits, they're always up there.
Okay, some
Yeah.
Street Profits action.
And then, of course, when they brought DIY back together, that's what brought my eyes back because they weren't tagging together for a good long while there. They were singles. So when they put them back together, it's like NXT all over again for me, the black and gold. When these guys were friends in NXT and then they went enemies, it was almost like a recollection of the story told in NXT, modernized and updated.
A continuation?
Exactly. So I love it. I mean, I'm just loving what they're doing right now. I mean, who else? Of course, they've got all the luchas over there, too. The Rey Mysterio's faction, Santos Escobar's faction. So they've got some pretty good shit. And then all the guys in NXT that they're bringing up right now, you never know. You could pair them up together and have some great teams.
Yes.
So I feel like they're trying to put a bit more of an emphasis on it. And I'm speculating, ever since they signed Rey Fénix and Penta, perhaps they're trying to build a better tag division so that when these two do debut, they have some good competition to go up against, and they do shine in their debuts.
Oh, they definitely will. Man, a team is slipping my mind right now that's prominent. Oh, the New Day. I didn't get to see their latest promo. Apparently they were getting booed pretty loudly.
Well,
I assume at Raw, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, they're a Raw
Yeah,
act.
I mean, they dissed a broken neck.
Man, yeah, I got to catch up on that little story.
But yeah, that's another one that that eluded my mind right there was the New Day and their heel turn. So we've got two, super faces that have just turned heel in the WWE. Wow. That's surprising
Wow,
to
man,
me.
freak out.
It's surprising to me, dude. I don't see these kinds of heel turns every day, much less two of them very, very quickly and back to back.
Tua.
Tua.
Tiger Baloa?
It's time. Lube up. It's time for Hakan Tua.
You're going down this weekend, bro.
Yeah, it's you versus me. It's Jutu versus Aitu. Did you hear me?
Oh, I hear you there, Stephanie Baker.
And you're getting the double tight end set this week.
Oh, son of a bitch.
I'm not just going to win. I'm going to add insult to injury.
Bowers is going down. He's going to get sniped from the fantasy gods right in the knee.
The only thing that's getting snapped is either Joey Buckets or Baker Mayfield. Because me and Stan are both going to be at each corresponding stadiums, and we're going to be looking out for Gators' fantasy team that week.
We got paid a nice little envelope there. He patted the lope.
I'm not going to go into details and tell him exactly how much I paid for him, bro. But, yeah, just know the fix is in. It's a fix.
Nah, I don't wish injury on any of these guys. Let's have a great fantasy contest. I'm looking forward to it, bruv. We're playing for the Sacco.
Let's have a good, clean matchup. Listen to me. Follow all rules.
Sacco round 1.
Now let's get it on.
Woo!
You ever hear that guy, Mills Lane?
Mills Lane?
Mills Lane.
Who's that?
He was an old boxing referee. Yeah, he was famous for the term, now let's get it on.
Really?
Yes, before every fight, he would look at him and go, all right, now look at me. Look at me. Listen to me, follow your rules. Go to there when I do that. Blah, blah. You have any questions? Do you have any questions? Let's get it on.
Well, let's get it on there.
Yeah, Mills Lane, dude. They did a lot of his shit in, did you ever watch MTV Celebrity Deathmatch?
I was not watching too many of those. I saw maybe one or two.
Yeah, it was like a claymation. It was very, like, it was cool for the time being because we had never seen anything like that on television. You got to see celebrities in clay form getting torn apart limb from limb. And Mills Lane was the referee all the time. So
every time,
Every time. Mills was the ref.
No shit.
Yeah, he was the staple referee on that shit.
Did you watch all of that show?
Yeah, I
You
loved it.
saw it all?
Dude, that was one of my favorite shows, bro. Chuck Norris versus Bruce Lee. Come on.
Fucking Chuck Norris.
Fucking Chuck Norris. I won that tournament. I just watched that one the other day, too. It's a great movie. Dodgeball, baby.
The regional qualifying matchup.
Oh, my God. He didn't even win a regional qualifying matchup. How could he have got... Oh, yeah. Now I remember. I'm a good friend of Suplex Studies, so they went ahead and put the good word in for me, and I was able to just get into the tournament. That's right. We are a good friend of White Goodman. We were a good friend of White Goodman.
Mr. Goodman, sir.
Yes, as we all know, his life has taken a turn. That's right. It sure has, baby. Hey, Cody, what are you doing over there, boy?
Hey, Dad, what's up? I'm ready to do the show. Let's do this. Father and Son news section.
Let's do a little FFN, son. You ready for another segment? It's been a while.
Yeah, that's right. Dad, you got it. What's your first topic of the week?
Well, son, I got one big one right here. Did you see that that one of the members of the bloodline had a torn bicep? I believe that was Tonga.
Shit, I thought.
Tonga Loa.
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 We wish you a speedy recovery.
Lower no more. Lower got a torn bicep, baby.
Oh, man, that's so brutal. So not only Loa, but we assume Bronson Reed is on the injury, the IR as well.
Yeah, with that ankle shattered. Actually, I think I saw an X-ray of it.
He fucking shattered it?
Yeah.
No
yeah,
way.
Yeah,
it was?
Yeah, it's gone.
Oh,
Yeah, he's going to have... I read a report that said he's going to have surgery. I think it's on Wednesday or Thursday. So by the time you're hearing this, he might have already had the surgery.
It was only in one ankle?
One ankle.
His other one was good?
His other one was good.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah,
That's at least that's a silver lining, but still sucks, man. Ankles are so fragile.
I'm waiting for the memes to come out of Bronson Reed jumping off that and just seeing that GTA wasted logo. Like, wasted.
Oh, you know someone did it too. Right?
I haven't seen it yet, but if you guys have seen it, man, hit me up on the socials and send me the link. I would love to see that shit.
Oh,
I kid.
The visuals enough.
I know, but in all honesty, man, we kid here. Everything that we say is for comical purposes. We don't wish injury on anybody.
That's right.
We're good guys. We just want everybody to prosper. So, Bronson, speedy recovery. Godspeed, sir. I hope that ankle heals up. We'll see you back.
That's right. Hopefully very soon. Speedy recovery.
Hey, Thun.
Yeah?
You know that guy, Shinsuke Nakamura, who just won the United States Championship?
I know Shinsuke, yeah.
You know what his record was before he won that belt, Thun?
No, what was it?
This man was 1-39.
Fuck.
1-39.
Man, they jobbed him out just like old Brian Myers.
Even Ludwig Kaiser beat this man.
Wait, 1-39, you said?
1-39, indeed, sir.
From like what time to what time? Like on his return?
From his return time, dated back for a 2-year span.
Damn.
He was 1-39 in matches. He lost to Dolph Ziggler. I mean, he lost to everybody. Finn Balor, Ludwig Kaiser. I mean,
the list goes on and on.
It goes on. I mean,
AJ Styles.
Santos Escobar got him. Santos Escobar got him, bro. He was putting talent over left, right, up, down, horizontal, everywhere.
Well, hey, you know what? It's working out for him. He's a U.S. champ.
And that's the thing, bro, is this really does show that sometimes, you know, you got to take those L's to be able to get that big W. And that big W is what I'm going to be looking for in week 2 of my big money league. Because I got the first round bye, baby.
Bye.
Bye. That's right. Gator got the bye. Congratulations, Gator. What was your record? Well, I finished 9-5, and it's pretty decent. I would have liked to have finished 10-4, but I got a 50-50 burger dropped on me this week.
What are you going to do?
Yeah, you know, what are you going to do? I got Josh Allen, Jamar chased this week, and I got chased right out of the building. Congratulations to Matt Mortensen out there for picking up that final playoff spot with that 200-point performance. Sorry to Bobby Piles. Sucks to be you. I know. I don't know if they listen, but I'm sure they will now.
You tell them, hey, called your ass out.
Called your asses out on the show. What happened, Bobby? You thought you had it. Oh, it's right there. Oh, no. It's a super kick. Sweet chin music.
God.
Then Bobby Piles goes down.
It was happening to everybody, I'm sure, in the fantasy world.
Dude, it was nuts.
Just bad.
First time in
matchups.
my fantasy football career that I have locked up a first place and a bye. I have never done this.
Well, congrats, bruv. We wish you luck.
Congratulations, Gator. Congratulations. So, yeah, bro, fucking 2-year span. Shinsuke gets the big win. It's nice to see that redemption. I saw something about, who was it that was looking at? Was it the Bloodline that was afraid of him or something like that the other night?
I don't know.
Somebody confronted him. He was in the ring, and I saw him surrounded by the Bloodline in a still shot. And it said even the Bloodline is scared of Shinsuke. And I was like, oh, wow. They're kind of building him out to be kind of like a little bit of an intimidating, fiendish kind of beast.
Huh.
Speaking of fiendish kind of beast, fucking Judgment, was not Judgment Day. Who's the other one? Final Testament beat Wyatt 6.
That's right, yeah. Apparently, I didn't get to see any of it, but I saw an image and I guess Paul Ellering blew some, I don't know, a cloud of what? Dust in his face?
Yeah, basically.
Chalk? What was it?
I think it's chalk.
Into Uncle Howdy's face.
Yeah, in Uncle Howdy's face. Yeah, Howdy went out.
He got rolled up or what?
Yeah, he put his face out there to fuck with Ellering. Ellering took the big old fucking pouch of cocaine.
That's what it was.
Yeah, cocaine was in the stands.
That son of a bitch.
And he handed him an 8-ball.
Here's some cocaine from the world's finest wrestler who brings the world's finest cocaine. You're welcome, Paul Ellering.
Cocaine. Hands Ellering some cocaine. And Ellering throws it into Howdy's face. Dude, I'm talking a lot of it. Like to the point where when Howdy flings his hair back, it's like poofing.
His wig?
Like, yeah, his wig back. It's like just poofing freaking like white clouds everywhere. So yeah, then he gets rolled up. Takes the pin.
Roll up Jones?
Yeah, and who was it? Cross. Cross got the pin on him, stands up, and intimidatingly hunches over with a, yeah, I'm the man.
Karrion Kross, you say?
Yeah, Karrion Kross. He was the man when he was with Austin Aries. Little watered down now. I liked bald-headed Kross a little bit more.
Oh.
Because he looked like Hitman from the video game.
Yeah, but dude, when you have the hair, you got to grow it out.
Okay, Claudio. I got you. I get it, Claudio. But
Castagnoli?
yeah, Castagnoli, that's his motto. Is Claudio.
Oh, he says that?
Yeah, he tells people if you've got hair and you don't grow it out, fuck you. Because I
Right.
can't grow hair.
Yeah.
And he wants to grow
Like,
hair.
if I could, I would.
Yeah.
You sons of bitch.
Yeah, pretty much. But I don't know, dude. It was just, I felt like the shaved head Cross was a little more intimidating, a little more like menacing and
Menacing? Did you say menacing? I'm the only menacing one around here. How dare you talk about Karrion Kross in a menacing manner?
sorry, Danhausen. I didn't even know you were here.
You must know Danhausen is always everywhere. I've told you this on the podcast many a times before, Gator.
No, he's 100% right. I'm going to have to keep that in mind. Danhausen, have a seat. Sit down right over here.
Make yourself comfy.
Make yourself comfortable. Get a cup of coffee. And go ahead and sit back and enjoy, brother.
I curse you both.
Fuck. My next piece of news, guys. Did y'all hear about Effie's comments on AEW and Tony Khan's dad, Shad Khan? Did y'all hear any of this?
I didn't hear anything about this. Did you hear anything about this, Gator? No, Dusty, I didn't hear anything about this. We want to hit us up, chat us up.
Dude, no, yeah, Cody, I heard about it. I was very much keeping an eye on this piece of news. So Effie is one of the main wrestlers from GCW. Mm-hmm. Have you heard of him?
I've heard of him. Didn't he have a little feud with Jeff Jarrett? And I think that's what kind of put him on my radar.
He probably did.
Yeah, Jarrett was like, fuck Effie. And
Yeah, that sounds right. The
Yeah.
the Last Outlaw.
Yeah,
like,
that's
when
when
he
he-
first started emerging. He came in and yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
Sounds about right. I think he's had some run-ins with Matt Cardona and shit, I'm sure, too.
There you
so
go, that too. And I think he's wrestled some ladies.
Probably, right?
Yeah,
Some intergender matches.
something like that.
So yeah, Effie was talking shiz about the AEW because GCW's running Hammerstein Ballroom. I think maybe within a few days or like a week before or after this 3-day run that AEW is going to do.
That Ring of Honor run? Or is it
It's
an
a-
AEW?
it's a Ring of Honor
AEW / Ring
tape.
of Honor.
Yeah, they're going to do a pay-per-view Friday night, Ring of Honor, and then Saturday is Collision. And I want to say they're recording Dynamite for the following week. So they're doing a 3-night run at Hammerstein.
And this is either
AEW.
before or after.
Something like that. I didn't
Okay.
read the exact timeline, which
what-
I should have had prepped, but
And he's got an issue with that?
Yeah, he's saying it's like that they were breaking an unwritten rule. Effie said AEW was. Because the example he brought up was somewhere or another TNA booked a city and they told GCW and company, or him, I guess, Effie, I don't know, that they couldn't run it because of like a 30 to 60 day span or, I don't know, competition, blah, blah, blah. But I don't fucking know. He took issue with it and was like calling out Tony Khan on, having a dad run this business that AEW is in a like large deficit. Oops. I just fucking almost took the table down. But yeah,
I thought that.
What do you think about that?
I thought that 30, 60-day window was something that you contracted by the arenas and not necessarily, some kind of unwritten rule that had to be
Right.
followed. It's like in competition, anything goes. And it only makes business sense to run a show either before or after one of your competitors has been there, because that means that they heated it up for you,
Right.
or you're gonna beat them to it, one or the other. So I understand his gripe, but this is not ancient times, man. We are not in the territory days anymore where each person has claim to one area of the United States or one arena. So you can't play that way anymore. And here's my thing is if you don't like it, then just do something different.
Right.
Do something different.
And not call out AEW in this manner on your podcast.
That's
craziness.
They've got enough negative pub right now. We're going to get into a little more of their negative pub pretty soon here, but they've got enough negative publicity going for them right now with all the exits and everything that's happening. So
that's right. And then fucking Tony Khan pulled Ricky Starks, my people, out of those GCW shows at the same time, after these comments went. So now we got some heat between these companies.
Oh, wow.
Crazy.
So are you, Cody, are you basically saying that because of this fallout, that's why he pulled him? That's why he pulled Starks?
I mean, more than likely, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, you're 100% right. And my mind kind of went to, oh shit, Ricky's contract might be up. So maybe he's going to the WWE as I sit here and air dick on the mic.
Whoa.
So I thought maybe he was going to the WWE. I was wrong.
Well, I mean, his contract is supposed to end next year, right? At some point?
So we still got a year. There's time to reconcile.
Well, I mean, it could be as early as half a year or something, right?
But there's time. There is time. It's not like a Penta, like, oh, his contract's up. See ya.
Yeah.
Going.
Metallica says see ya.
Yep. Signing with the WW. Well, Effie, easy, buddy. Calm down.
Yeah, man. I read some shit that, you gotta you're burning bridges here and you're making yourself look,
like a crybaby ass.
Maybe a little bit of that, sure.
Like
but I didn't, I don't know. I haven't actually seen his work, so I can't really comment on him. I can just go by these comments.
We could do an Effie match on the show maybe if one warrants it. If anybody has a good Effie match out there.
Yeah, give us a shout out on Twitter and or YouTube. Comment your favorite match. It just has to be less than or more than a year.
More than a year old.
More than a year old. Thank you, Gator.
Yes, more than.
Yeah, tell us your favorite match. Let us know. Comment on Spotify as well.
You know what's crazy, dude, is like some of the stuff that we're watching now, eventually we're going to end up talking about in a year.
Yeah, you never know. I think if something really impacts us like that, I think that's more than likely a possibility.
Yeah, I have a feeling there's probably going to be one already, and that would be Kenny Omega's coming back.
Oh,
that's probably going to be a staple of the new year in a year when that does finally happen.
Already, Gabe Kidd versus Omega in a few weeks.
Yeah.
Gotta get ready for that.
Gabe Kidd was actually pretty big. I was incorrect. I would like to correct myself on that. I saw his promo shots, and Kidd's stacked.
He's a huge prospect in the pro wrestling industry, and he's kicking ass in New Japan. I want to see this Omega match. I'm excited.
Yeah, I actually do too, and that's pretty crazy because at first I thought to myself, this is just a scrub match. This is a Kenny Omega comeback, fuck this guy up and go home. Thanks for you. I'm going to go assist his asshole.
It's going to be a fucking war.
I think it's going to be a great match.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen any of Gabe Kidd's work, so this is going to be a first impression. So, Kidd, make a good one.
What, you just saw a recent promo, huh? Was he talking shit about Omega, I assume?
No, it wasn't the promo. It was just the promo still shots, the pictures.
Yeah.
And I guess it was just a different shot of the Kid. And he was... he looked kind of like a Dynamite Kid kind of build. And I thought, wow,
short. His name is Gabe Kidd.
Gabe Kidd. He was kind of like
Maybe
Dynamite
he's,
Kid.
Influenced.
Yeah.
Probably.
I didn't even realize that.
I wouldn't have even thought that.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Good point. But yeah, he's kind of stacked like the DK Kid.
Donkey Kong.
You're like the Justin Timberlake of Japan. That's the Tokyo Drift for all you guys out there. I'm sure if you're a Fast and the Furious fan, you know.
Fast and Furious! Drift. Fast and Furious!
Drift.
Well, guys, Gator, Dad, Eric, y'all have any extra pieces of news?
I got an extra piece of news for you right here.
Yeah, give it to us.
Did you hear this? Did you see what Ray Phoenix put out in the Twitterverse?
What'd he say?
Well, he had a couple of things to say. He said that he had some inhumane treatment delivered to him by AEW, and that eventually he would eventually tell his story. It would come out. The truth shall come out, and the truth is the truth, according to Matt Hardy. What did you?
Yeah.
Hey, hello, Matt. Howdy. How you doing?
Wow.
That's on the show.
I'm doing very, very well.
What'd you think about that, Matt?
It was interesting, yeah.
So, do you think it's where there's smoke that there's fire, and the FE/Phoenix, Vaquer? I mean, we've had quite a few fucking things happening. What do you think about all of it? Is there some kinks in the armor backstage?
Something is afoot.
Yes, indeed.
There are talent that are
Unhappy.
They're unhappy. And you know what? That's kind of funny that we mentioned this because Lashley is already on a podcast saying, did you hear his comments recently?
Negative.
He said something to the effect that maybe the main problem with AEW is that TK is trying to please everyone.
Yes,
and you
man.
can't do it.
You can't do that. You have to argue. You have to fight. And I think that was Mark Henry's thing, too. I think we talked about it. I don't know if we did it on the pod or if we did it off air, but Mark Henry was saying AEW has too many yes men. You need to argue, go to battle in that war room when you're creating things and not just say yes to everybody.
Right. Or just, he has to be stern in the delivery of choices and, not everyone's going to be happy, but thus is the pro wrestling business, it seems.
It's a money-making business, man, and sometimes that means breaking hearts and pissing people off.
Yeah. Other than, the talents that are a little upset here and there, it seems like, I am digging what I've been seeing lately. I haven't finished this last weekend's Collision. It started off really well. I'm digging the Continental Classic. We're going to get into some more AEW. Here in a bit, after we finish up this news, we're going to be doing a Holiday Bash 2021 match featuring CM Punk, Sting, Darby Allin against the Pinnacle. But we're going to get to that very soon. That's for the uninitiated. We center our show around a feature match of the week. So, yeah, we're going to be talking about more AEW to come later on.
Yes, in our main event.
But no, dude, what do you think, Gator, about Rey Fenix and chinks in the armor, as you were saying?
Man, I think with the way that they've been treating Ricky Starks, with the way that they've benched Danhausen, with the way that they've been treating the likes of Britt Baker, Thunder Rosa at one point was speaking negatively about AEW. I mean, dude,
Was she?
Yeah. She was pissed off for a while there when she was injured.
I think she was mad
She was more at Britt Baker.
Yeah, I'd say.
But Britt was hot at that point, and the AEW was more defending Britt than Thunder, which is why I believe she kind of had a little bit of heat.
Yeah.
And I may be, speculating there, but I do think at a moment in time she had a bit of heat with the way things were being run. So there's been quite a few. Cody's gone. I mean, for God's sakes, he had an issue.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's something going on back there. And like you were saying, I think you're right. Tony tries to please everybody. You got to learn how to say no, TK. Tell people no. Don't walk the tightrope every damn match. No. Everybody doesn't need to use a fucking table in every match. No. We don't need to do the same spot multiple times in the same fucking show. Get with people.
Gotta
break
tighten the
things
screws.
up. Tighten it up. Tell people no, and guess what's going to happen? You're going to make a little bit more fucking money. You're going to draw a few more fucking eyes because then the stories are going to heat up because you didn't let that jackass do the jackass shit that he wanted to do. You grew a pair of balls and you said, this is what I want to do because this is what we're going to do because this is my fucking company, not yours.
Oh, hell yeah.
You're goddamn right, Gator. He needs to put his foot down, put his right foot up, kick that sumbitch right in the gut, and deliver a stone cold stunner.
He should have told me not to book myself into a corner and not ever challenge for the AEW championship again. He should have told me no.
Actually, Thun, I kind of put that one on you, Thun. That was a stupid thing to say in the first place.
Yeah, I fucked up. I don't know. That was crazy.
Why the fuck would you say that?
I don't fucking know. I was under pressure, okay? I just thought it was the right thing to do. And in hindsight, I was wrong.
Well, son, there's always time to go back because now, technically speaking, since you left, you can come back and challenge for that title now.
Dude, I wouldn't mind seeing Cody come back in like 3 or 4 years.
Me neither, bro. That would be
that'd be kind of cool.
He would have to come back as fucking just heel Cody.
Oh, I mean, he would. He would.
Everybody would hate him.
Oh my God, that'd be such a good run up to the title.
Dude, he'd come back as like fucking NW Hogan.
Bow, wow, wow,
Dude.
wow, wow, wow.
That's right. This is the Cody World Order. VWO bitches.
And NWO.
I love that theme song.
Such a great song, dude. She
What a
goes hard.
classic.
She goes fucking strong in the paint, motherfucker. You know it.
So, connecting back to the GCW shit, Matt Cardona has a Ring of Honor World title shot with Chris Jericho at that said Hammerstein Ballroom. Ring of Honor show. What do you guys think about that?
Well, son, first things first, I would say, do you think that this match that Matt Cardona is having with said heat, do you think GCW will allow Matt Cardona to come back and wrestle for them? Or
Well-
will this cause a break in the relationship?
I don't think so, because Matt Cardona can do whatever he wants. He's an independent contractor, and people are speculating that all this might be a work.
A work to set what up?
I don't know, dude. I was kind of wondering if a lot of it could have been a work because Ricky Starks was so openly talking shit about AEW on podcasts recently, and now this shit with Effie, and then Matt Cardona, who is a prominent GCW figure, who is I think showing up at their Hammerstein show,
Yeah.
GC Dubs. I could be wrong.
Wow.
I'm not entirely sure on that, but I know since Ricky was pulled from all those upcoming shows, and now that they're using Matt Cardona in a very big spot in Ring of Honor / AEW now, it kind of connects. What do you think? Could any and all of this be a work?
It's a very intricate work, if it is, because
Yeah, it's
I
the new
definitely,
age.
because I definitely don't see it.
Right.
The wool has been pulled over my eyes, if you will, and to me, it just kind of looks like a dominant GCW wrestler is coming into Ring of Honor.
Okay, so here we go. GCW is running Hammerstein Ballroom on January 19th, 2025, in an event called The People vs. GC Dub.
Okay.
So their original show was in January 2022.
Mm-hmm.
So they're running a month before. That's what he's bitching about?
It's a month.
AEW's running it a month before.
It's a fucking month. If anything, you should be thanking them. They're
Right.
heating the fucking market up for you. Anybody that doesn't get to go to that AEW show because they're outpriced on tickets is going to end up going to your $10 show. I'm sorry. That is what it is.
They shouldn't have any problems filling that shit up.
No, I
right?
would be thanking them.
They didn't. They had like terrible sales recently, like last Saturday, I think.
So that's probably what he's sour about. He
think
probably has
so. I
bad
think
sales, and he's probably trying to point the finger and blame somebody for his failure.
But he doesn't even own that company. But he is a huge stalwart for them.
Yes,
However, so.
he's their Roman Reigns.
Effie Reigns.
Effie Reigns.
Wow.
Effie Reigns supreme in GCW indeed.
But yeah, I don't know if it's all a work. I like to think that these companies would do these very blurred line storylines and use social media and podcasts to their advantage, because at the end of the day, it's bringing eyes onto both products.
Yeah.
We're talking about GC Dub in length for the first time here.
Precisely.
Well, I mean, we did feature Cardona Gage from their match. We have run a GC Dub match on Suplex Studies.
But it took a special one, a very special one. That was Cardona.
I love that match.
That match was
that was so
awesome,
good.
dude.
Go check that one if y'all haven't. We ran it on episode 21, maybe.
Couldn't tell
I
you,
don't
mate.
know what the fuck it
Couldn't
was.
tell
Go
you.
check our Instagram feed. We have all the covers of our shows there. You can kind of peruse that, or
Yeah, dude. Jump on the YouTube. Give that one a watch because that shit was insanity in a ring. In and around the ring. I mean, it was amazing, bro. One more thing. I've got, I think, Dusty, did you? I did, actually.
Yeah, bring it.
Did you see The Rock's latest movie?
The Rock.
The Rock, his latest movie. Dwayne Johnson.
I don't think anybody went and saw that.
You're damn right, son. Nobody saw that son of a bitch. It made $150 million thus far globally on a $250 million budget, son.
Ooh, that thing was doomed from the beginning. You know, not really a good idea, probably, but it's a Christmas movie featuring The Rock.
Is that what
Captain
it is?
America. Yeah, it's called Red One.
Red One. I did.
Right.
See, I had never even heard of it.
I think the premise is that Santa Claus goes missing or something, and they have to go find him.
So Captain
blah, blah,
America
blah.
And fucking Black Adam got to go find him.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's,
I'll pass
Yeah.
on
No,
that,
that
yeah.
sounds like it's gonna make a lot of money. Yeah.
The Rock, that motherfucking Rock, you know his cut's the biggest out of that son of a bitch.
I don't know.
Over Chris Evans?
Yeah,
No,
dude.
come on. The Rock is the biggest movie star like ever right now.
Not anymore.
Well, no, he's on a downward trend.
Yeah, exactly. Not anymore. Shit.
Black Adam
Yeah, it started going downhill from there.
there, and then apparently Jumanji is very successful. Right?
I love Jumanji. That's
See,
a great movie.
that one has a fourth one coming
You know?
out, does
Yeah.
it not?
I didn't watch Rampage. I couldn't tell you what that one was about. I didn't watch that fucking earthquake
see it
movie.
either.
Couldn't tell you what that was about.
I didn't see it.
I don't watch any of his family-friendly movies because,
He plays the same character in every movie, though.
yeah, he plays himself.
Right.
Yeah, he plays himself. He's a big, clunky, dumbass, you know, with a lot of money, obviously. I mean, he's made a lot of money, so he's not that dumb.
No.
But he plays a dumbass on camera all the time. He's great at playing dumb.
Not in every movie.
All right, yeah, he's kind of got that hero.
The stoic hero.
Yeah, he's like, I'm big MacGyver. I can figure things out even though I don't look like I could.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I do want to see The Rock back in a WWE ring, and I'm sure we will eventually. So.
As do I. I was really looking forward to all that stuff that they were building with him, and I got to say, I'm so disappointed that he is not going to be there in 3 months. That is a gigantic failure and disappointment to have put that time and effort into that storyline. Some people are saying that when he threw that 3 up, that he was saying 3 months. See you in 3 months. But
When did he do the 3? I can visualize it. I don't remember when that happened.
I think that was when, what was it? Gosh dang it.
Did he do it Michael Fassbender 3 from Inglourious Bastards, or was it
No, I think it
German
was
3?
it was the German tree.
He did the German
He
tree.
did the try.
The try with the
try.
thumb.
Yeah, with the thumb.
out.
Yeah, he threw the try up right there. So I can't remember if it was when Roman turned on the Bloodline eventually, when Roman and Solo fought. It was during one of the beginning matches in the feud.
Solo fought Tua?
Solo fought. Yeah, I think it was with the reintroduction of Sami Zayn that he looked at them and said, "Okay, you're with Zayn, you're there. I'm with 3."
Yeah.
3 factions of the Bloodline, or see you in 3 months. I thought it meant 3 factions of the Bloodline. But people are speculating it meant 3 months. But now with him not being there in 3 months, it basically means dick all.
Right.
So yeah.
Well, guys, that just about wraps up the FSN this week. Unless you'll have something else.
I've got one more bit of news right here.
Oh, shit, Dad's got some more.
I'm still dropping bombs in heaven, baby.
Bring the bomb.
I'm dropping 3-pointers. I'm driving that lane and hitting my layup with my right hand. I'm crossing motherfuckers over here in heaven right now. I do love the game of basketball. Look me up on YouTube. I'm a bad man.
Is it Saturday night's main event news?
It most certainly is Saturday night
Oh, shit.
main event news.
This weekend, I'm defending my world title against KO Kevin Owens.
And that looks like it should be a layup, son.
Yeah, I wonder if Jesse Ventura is going to be on the call for my match.
Who told you I was going to be on the call for that match, Cody?
Well, I heard through the grapevine that you are going to be involved in some sort of aspect. I don't know how long you're going to be on the call for all the matches. Just my match? Can you give us any details?
Well, I can't give you specific details, but what I can tell you is that I'm coming out of retirement, and I will be doing your match. I don't know if I'm going to be on the Jim Ross schedule or if I'm going to be on the everyday schedule, but for right now, just look for me on Saturday night's main event, January 25th.
Oh, no, this upcoming weekends.
Look for me on this upcoming weekend's event. I'll be on the mic, hopefully all night, if Vince allows it.
I don't think Vince is there anymore, Jess.
What? What are you talking about?
Trips is in charge now.
You're talking about that young kid from Greenwich that I used to punk?
Yeah, brother. He's in charge now.
Hunter.
Hunter Hurst Helmsley.
Well, I knew him as Prissy Paul back in that day. Anytime he would look sideways at me, I would slap him upside his head. But then I went on to become the governor of Minnesota, and I decided to leave all that in the past. But I might have to reconcile with good old Prissy now that I'm back.
Yeah, that would definitely be my recommendation. You definitely want to be friends with whoever you work for. But yeah, guys, Jesse the Body Ventura.
He's back.
He's fucking back. I hope they make him a staple, man. Just bring him back. That would be so cool.
Staple on commentary.
Dude, that would be so awesome.
Maybe they'll bring him in for all of these Saturday night's main events. As you just alluded to, there's another one already booked for next month on, what'd you say, January 25th?
January 25th, yes.
That's right. Where's that one at, Jesse?
That one's going to be in San Antonio, Texas. Straight out of the Lone Star State. And I've come to find out I didn't win the governorship, so I'm assuming maybe Texas didn't get the memo that I was on the card. But actually, I wasn't on it.
Just might be.
Should have been a write-in. I'm going to have to get with my legal representation. This is bullshit. I'll be back.
You know, this kind of ties into what Gator said earlier about venues and or cities being in a contract with a certain promotion. We found out that the city of San Antonio struck a deal with the WWE sometime last year, I think starting with the Royal Rumble, that no other competitor can compete within a certain amount of time.
Yeah, 30 or 60-day window.
Something like that. Maybe up to upwards to 90 days.
Maybe upwards of 90.
And now Gator and I were talking back and forth about it, and yeah, the last time AEW ran San Antonio was a month before that Royal Rumble, so that was Holiday Bash 22 at the Frost Bank Center, and they haven't been back since.
Right.
To San Antonio, right?
They have not.
Oh no, wait, that's not right. They were there. That's not. I'm wrong. Okay, so I think it was Freeman Coliseum, December 22. And then they had to wait a whole year to come back to San Antonio.
And they hit the Frostbank Center?
They hit the Frostbank Center a year ago because we saw some of the Continental Classic a year ago there.
Oh, yeah, I remember that one.
Right. So I almost had that wrong there. But no, so that showed that they had to wait a longer time to run San Antonio, AEW that is, and now they haven't been back since. And they haven't announced anything for San Antonio,
but
in the future, in the coming months or anything.
Has WWE been around San Antonio?
Yeah, they've been running San Antonio a lot.
So
now they're blocking.
That's
out.
what I'm going to. That's what I was getting to. Is that I believe that now they are pulling the good old Blockskis.
Yeah, because they ran.
They figured out AEW's schedule.
Yep.
And now they know the markets that they're going to be hitting regularly. So if they hit them first, that means that AEW's schedule now gets disrupted, which could be why Winter is Coming didn't hit Dallas this year, or Garland, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That might be why. Maybe WWE has the same kind of agreement in Garland or in and around Dallas. Maybe they ran a show. I don't know. I'm speculating. We'd have to look into it.
It'd be cool to find out which cities they do have contracts with.
And maybe
That's
maybe
interesting
they put the Blockski in.
Oh, they do. I mean, because now they're running Saturday night's main event next month. So there you go. There's another window that AEW can't run.
That's another 30 to 90 day window that we're not going to get an AEW show for again.
Yeah. So.
But that's
very smart business.
But what's weird is, okay, if you've got a contract with the Frostbank Center, they signed with the city of San Antonio?
Yeah, it was the city of San Antonio, I believe.
Okay, that makes sense. And that is fucking weird. That means the city of San Antonio is getting paid buku bucks by the WWE to not run shows here.
Some shit like that.
Wow.
I wish we had that shit on hand, but it's okay. That's more or less the gist of it. Y'all can go out and do your own research on that, but it's interesting stuff, you know?
You know, if Lita was here, you know what she'd say? Wow.
The Damon Ritus.
Oh, that fucking cat.
Anything else, Gator?
Nah, bro, I think that's everything for news and notes. I want to just send a special shout out and thank you to Dusty and Dustin.
Damn, Gator, really?
I'm sorry.
That's bullshit.
I'm sorry, Cody. I always get you confused for your older brother.
Wow. All right.
I want to thank Dusty. I want to thank Cody. I want to thank them for doing this FSN one more time. It's been another great week. We love you guys.
No problem.
Thanks a lot, Gator. And
Bitch.
yeah, I call him Dustin also, though. You're not the only one.
Damn. All right. I'm just going to get fucking clowned on by my dad and Gator right now. This is awesome. Fuck you both. Bye.
Oh, God. We love the roads.
Thanks, guys. Up next, our feature match of the week. Gator, it is time.
It is. It is time for the main event of the evening. In today's feature matchup, we have CM Punk, Darby Allin, and the Icon, Sting, versus the Pinnacle. This will be a one falls match with TV time remaining.
That is correct, Michael. TV time remaining, and we've got a hell of a match today, don't we, bro?
Oh, man, this was a great fun blast from the AEW past. The Pinnacle, of course, here is represented by Maxwell Jacob Friedman, MJF, and FTR, Dax Harwood, and Cash Wheeler. This match takes place in Greensboro, North Carolina, at the Greensboro Coliseum, and it was on December 22nd, 2021, and it was just around 30 minutes long.
It's right around the Pinnacle's backyard also. Greensboro, isn't that where Dax is from? I thought he was
Asheville, North Carolina, is that right?
Yeah, he's in the North Carolina region, I thought.
Pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. And the Pinnacle the Pinnacle. FTR, I should say, is actually, what is it? Is it the AAA Tag Team Champions at this point? I love those belts.
They're interesting looking titles. Not my favorite, but not bad.
They kind of remind me of the old U.S. title from WCW. I think that's probably why I like them. They've got a little bit of a kick to them, kind of like that.
I could kind of see that. Yeah, like the top piece of it almost is reminiscent of that, maybe. Yeah.
Exactly. So, yeah, they cut a pretty good promo in the back. MJF just rips people apart.
Dude, early on in this Dynamite, we kind of watched a good chunk of it, and it was really fun to see all of this end of year 2021 Dynamite stuff.
What did he say? That Punk was as rusty as the knife Darby uses to peel the skin off of small animals.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that was just about right.
Talk about a fucking heater, man. Wow. I mean, that was just a kill shot right there. He was tearing people up in that backstage promo. And then, of course, FTR got on, and Dax is all about his family.
You're gonna threaten my family and my money.
You're trying to take my money. Now we have a problem, Punk. See, we don't have a problem with you. We didn't have a problem with you. Now we got a problem with you.
MJF also says something about Krusty the Clown makeup that Sting's wearing.
Oh,
right?
yeah. He says, what did he say? God dang it. There's something to the term of, like, I'm going to dog walk you to the point where your Krusty the Clown face paint is going to be peeling off of you.
Yeah.
And
we also have Sean Spears in the background here with Wardlow as well, who's sitting down kind of taking shit from MJF.
Yeah, the accountability buddy.
They're building up to MJF Wardlow, which takes place sometime in the following year, I believe, 2022, right? So
yeah, that's when Wardlow finally gets his one-uppings on MJF.
He turns on him at, I believe, Revolution that following year, right?
Yeah, he sure does.
The dog collar match.
Yeah, that was kind of
Punk
like that was one of those storylines like the Mariah May, Tony Storm. Man, that one built and this one built.
Oh, yeah.
And the payoff was awesome. And then, the after effect was kind of, meh.
Wardlow was a lot of start and stop during this era a few times, and this was really in the height of his popularity, I would say, because, of course, we saw him doing the Powerbomb Symphony, and then Sean Spears comes in and takes all the glory with the chair shots.
Funny. He hits him with the chair, and the fucking face that he puts up, like it's orgasmic. He's just like, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, we got to get the fuck out of here, bro. Let's go.
Man, I loved those two guys together. I'm a big Sean Spears fan, and I liked his run in AEW. Wish he got more. I think we've already touched on that in the show.
I wonder what's going
episodes.
on with him in NXT right now. I haven't really been keen to the product on Sean Spears, at least. I haven't been seeing anything about him on my socials, so I don't know if he's just chilling right now or if he's actually in the mix.
I want to say I saw him in something a couple weeks ago. I'm sure I think he's in a new storyline with talent I'm not quite familiar with. I'm not entirely sure because I'm not clued in on the NXT product as of late either. But besides that,
Boom, 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 boom.
what do you think about that theme song? I love FTR's theme.
It's one of my favorite theme songs, I think, out there. Every time that song hits, I get up and dance. I do my little 1-2 little left to right to right to left, a little right to left, then left to right, right. Yeah. I do a little something, man, every time, dude. That song, it's the jam.
Fun one.
It's the jam.
Great jam, here on this AEW Holiday Bash special episode of Dynamite. We also had MJF's entrance right before FTR's. And, man, I loved the Pinnacle. I thought this faction worked pretty well. They seem to be relatively early on, I think, at this point in their existence. Their short existence, really. I mean, I think they might be on, like, month 2 or 3. Because remember, I don't know where we were watching. Oh, no. This was probably, like, month 7 or 8, maybe towards the end, actually.
Yeah, it's towards the end, because they did that whole, was it Inner Circle versus the Pinnacle thing, right? First,
yeah,
where Jericho, they pushed him off the cage, off the top of the cage, and then I thought they finished that up, and then it went into this.
Yeah, so what jogged my memory is we had watched Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker on that St. Patrick's Day Slam earlier in the year.
Friend of the podcast, Thunder Rosa. Thank you. Shout out to you, Thunder. Thank you for sharing us on your socials.
Yeah, that was awesome.
We love you.
Yeah, but that match took place March of 2021, and we were seeing like the early vignettes of the Pinnacle then. So they were around for probably like a year, I think, until they dissolved. But yeah, short-lived faction. What'd you think of these guys together?
I thought they were golden, man. I thought they were money, dude. That was like everybody there's a star in their own right. With the exception of FTR, who's a, Stone Cold tag team. Stone Cold. Yes, Steve. Stone Cold tag team.
What?
Any of the other guys could have been pushed in singles competition, and which they were, but Sean Spears kind of really wasn't the focal point of that group, but he could have been a TNT champion as well.
He should have had it.
Should have been a TNT champion. Should have been. Did he win anything? Any gold?
No gold in AEW for the Sean Spears, the chairman.
His expedition came up short. He was not able to procure any gold.
Unfortunately not, man.
Man, dude, that's a shame right there. That's a shame. Cody not being world champ, Sean getting no gold. It's a crying shame. It's a crying shame. It's what's happened here.
Now they're in the lands of the WWE, Nigel.
Oh, God, man. Such a shame. Then we got Sting. Sting comes out, iconic. I love that. That.
Oh, yeah. What a great theme as well.
It's great. And it's a great play off of his old Metallica song, I thought, which was still just goes
Seek and
hardest.
Destroy?
Yeah, that one's just the hardest in the paint right there, bro. It's the hardest fucking Sting entrance of all time.
They don't kind of sound the same, do they?
I mean,
I thought
think
that one was like an homage to the other WCW theme.
You're right.
Wasn't
Seek and Destroy is more dun, 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 dun,
Yeah,
dun,
yeah.
dun, dun, and this one's wow, wow,
Yeah.
wow, 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 wow.
Much slower.
Yeah, it's much slower. I felt like,
Oh, I love that fucking AEW Sting theme.
and I love Seek and Destroy.
Oh,
Fucking awesome
great
song,
Sting
dude.
entrance as well.
Just an awesome song in general, man. If you ever want to fucking get pumped up for something, just listen to that shit right there. Yeah.
I don't know if I mentioned earlier here at this Greensboro Coliseum, but the attendance was 5,600 here, so
That's not bad. They were selling.
crowd was hot.
Yeah.
Sounded good to me. What do you think of the crowd here?
Dude, they were hot. We got the punk pop.
Little punkage pop.
Yeah. You got the Stang pop.
Oh, Sting had a nice little pop.
Yeah, he had a pop. Dude, Sting looked real good in this match too. This was definitely,
Dude.
he was fresher at this point. I could definitely tell he had more endurance at this point. He was willing to take more bumps and deliver more violence at this point.
This was the end of year 1 of Sting in AEW. So I think he debuted in 2020 December during the COVID times there at Jacksonville, Florida.
Wow. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah. I just want to just throw one more tidbit in here, man.
Yeah.
Tony stole Sting. The Sting?
Sting!
He stole that shit.
He stole it from who?
From Michael Buffer.
Oh,
Michael
yeah.
Buffer.
I think did you not mention this in
I
a
did
previous
not.
episode?
I think I mentioned this off air with you.
Ah, yeah, probably.
off air.
It's
And,
kind of all merging now in my head.
Yeah, all of our conversations
Right?
merge as to what we get on air and what we don't get on air. But I think I was mentioning it is that when just in WCW days when Michael Buffer was the main event announcer, when Sting would come out, he would say, "This is the man known as Sting." And then all of a sudden, Tony Schiavone was sitting there going, "It's Sting!" Kind of with a
He
little
made
Paul.
it his own.
He Paul Beared it a little bit. He had that little bit of a. That's how I always saw it. So yeah, Tony, it's a great. Everybody in the wrestling biz loves you for saying it still to this point, but we got to be honest and call a spade a spade. Buffer did it first.
Call a Sting a Sting.
You got to call a stinger a stinger. And speaking of calling stingers, all these guys came out in face paint.
Woo!
Loved it, man.
God, these guys look so cool.
They look cool. Do they have a 3-pack on this?
Oh, dude.
What the fuck? Why wouldn't this needs a fig?
These do need figs. And I don't think we're ever going to get them.
Not anymore.
No. They should have striked while the iron was hot on these. They should have hot-shotted these immediately.
Struck
while the iron was... Yes, exactly. God, what a missed opportunity. The only ones that they did get on these, they're called Mini Mates from Diamond Select Toys. They put out a Sting and CM Punk 2-pack, but they're just little...
The little tiny
I
little
don't like
monitos.
them. I mean, I have the first series on those, but only because it was a Kenny Omega pack, so I needed him for my Kenny collection. But
man, they fucked up on that one because that would have been the Darby Allin face paint with the pink and black.
Oh,
shit was sick.
yeah.
Sting has the his traditional face paint on with the CM Punk fists on his forehead, which I thought were titties at first, but I thought he had a pair of boobs on his fucking forehead, bro. I didn't know.
He's got the lightning bolts under his eyes
That's
as well.
what it is, a little lightning bolts, and then CM Punk comes out in I think it's like the red, white, and bluish type of.
He's got the Chicago colors for his Stinger tights.
Yeah,
Yes.
it reminded me of like Great American Bash style Sting from back in the old days.
But yeah, you're right. I think the face paint is like red, blue, and
got a
some
little
black and white.
Black and white trim in there too.
It's Excalibur calls Punk Blade Runner Punk as he makes his entrance. Did you catch that one?
Yeah, I heard that one.
Yeah, that was kind of cool.
One thing I was wondering is I wonder if Sting did the paint for them all in the back, or I wonder if like Darby did his and Sting did his and Punk. Like I wonder who did whose paint.
I forgot
in
to
the
look
back.
that up. I don't know. I could be very wrong on this, but I want to say that Punk said he asked Sting to do his makeup. And I'm not entirely sure if I'm just imagining that or if I actually read that.
Because, dude, the face paint on Punk, it looked very much like Sting would have done that himself. So, again, I don't know if they've got maybe people in the back, like, you go to a fucking fair and they've got the face painters out there, $15, get your little star underneath your eye. I don't know if they've got people like that in the back who can just, throw a quick paint job down real quick, a little PJ.
Okay, so quick little search. It says makeup artist Danny Danino's insights in an interview with the A to the K wrestling show. Artist Danny Danino said her experience with Sting and CM Punk on their face paint. She revealed the idea was a last-minute concept, with Sting coming to her 30 minutes before the match to discuss the design. Punk, meanwhile, brought a photo of Sting's design and asked her to incorporate Chicago colors. Danino expressed her nervousness about doing the paint, given the high stakes and pressure to get it right. However, the final result received positive reviews.
Okay, so they had a makeup artist in the back who went ahead and did it for
Okay, so, I guess I was imagining or fucking dreamt that shit. So I don't know. Pulled that one out of my ass.
So it was the makeup artist in the back. They
Yep.
they do.
Shout out to you.
Yes, it looked amazing.
Looked
great job.
Should have been immortalized on a 3-pack ringside exclusive for
absolutely.
sure, dude.
Yeah,
That fucking sucks. It wasn't, dude.
And she should have gotten a chunk of that damn profit when it did happen. Because
goddamn right.
That was some good ass fucking face paint right there. CM Punk comes out traditional. I'm so fucking tired of this goddamn song. Fucking get it off. I need kill switch back.
Look in my eyes, what do you see?
You don't like that song,
I
Gator?
hate it.
Why?
Fucking hate it.
Come on. What's wrong with it?
I'm tired of that shit.
The
Tired of
cult
that
of
shit.
personality.
Tired of that Milli Vanilli watered down cult of personality selling me as a new age type hero. I'm different than everybody else and better than you. Shut the fuck up.
Neon lights.
What do you think? You're a fucking god? Put some kill switch engage on. That shit got me hyped up for your matches.
Nobel Prize.
That was terrible.
When the leader speaks.
No, I like that song. I don't know.
It's too much already.
much?
Yeah,
You've
too
heard
much,
it 1,000 times?
Like Wild Thing with Moxley. I heard it enough, and they got rid of it.
That one needed to go.
It needed to go, and they got rid of it. And I'm saying
It
that
didn't
here.
fit his new character for sure, though. So too.
No, it didn't. But I mean,
I do miss the Kill Switch song. To
I
your
miss
credit,
the
dude.
Kill Switch
I'd love
song.
to hear, dude. If that ever pops up soon, dude,
that would make me rise up off of the couch and go, yeah.
I gotta learn that on guitar.
Yeah, dude, that'd be dope. Whoa! Yeah! Oh man, but yeah, dude, I digress. But I'm done with that song. I'm ready for something new, baby. You gotta reinvent yourself. You know, Chris Jericho does it all the time. You've been riding this song since the good old Dubba Dubba days into AEW, back to the Dubba Dubba. Hey, can we get a fresh coat of paint?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I don't think he'll do it. Punk has expressed too many times recently that he's doing it for the band in living color, and they're getting all the proceeds now that they had recorded it for this new WWE run. So I don't know. Maybe it could be a one-off though. Kill switch one-off.
You know what this does to me? This gives me the Scott Hall. Ooh, it's for the band. Ooh, shut the fuck up, you pretentious son of a bitch.
Punk's for the people.
Yeah, pumpkin. Fuck you. For the people, not for the AEW people, not for the people in the backstage of AEW, not for Jack Perry, not for all the people that he screwed over back there.
Wow, is this
Yeah.
how you really feel?
Punk for the people, my ass. He's a fucking fake guy. Straight the fuck up. He's a fake fucking guy. I'll bet you anything, even with his fucking friends, he'll stab him in the back the first opportunity he gets.
No.
That man doesn't have friends. That man has acquaintances that he's just waiting to fuck over.
I mean,
Straight up.
I don't know the guy. So
We were watching promos and people, old promos in AEW, and they were speaking literal truth about him.
This one tonight, MJF, what did he say? That Punk had a mask slipping off and kind of alluded to, his whatever shenanigans or mask. He's not genuine, perhaps. I don't know.
He's a fake brat. If he doesn't get his way, he'll go bitch about it until he gets his way. And that's just a simple fact, man. That's where that's the story of CM Punk throughout his entirety until now. Apparently now he's a happy people person. But man, I don't believe it, dude. I believe first moment he gets, he's going to screw somebody over.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. We'll see. I think he's on his best behavior, as a lot of people have already said.
He's
now
on his
in
last
WWE.
shot. This is
the last ride.
Where else are you going to go?
What are you going to do?
Nobody else. There's nobody else.
This
You
is
going to
it.
go to GCW?
Gonna go to New Japan.
You're going to fucking... That would be a good one right there.
I wouldn't mind that.
That would be
actually.
perfect.
He should just go and do a little one-off over there.
Yeah, he could go over there and just do little one-offs. Man, that would be a great thing to do for
Think
him.
so? Punk in New Japan, huh? I thought it was gonna happen when he was in AEW.
Can you imagine?
It was getting close there, maybe.
Dude, could you imagine like CM Punk in the G1?
He should have no, absolutely not. But he would have been a main event at the Tokyo Dome.
You know, you're right. He can't do the
Yeah.
Just too much.
No, he
That's
can't
way
do that.
too much.
No,
Yeah,
no way.
and like he's already rusty as it is.
Yeah.
You know, especially in this match.
Oh.
He was rusty, bro. It was rough watching CM Punk in this match.
I thought he was more or less pretty well. I'd say like 70-30.
I thought he was spry. I thought he was spry.
He had some spring in his step.
Yes, until he decides to try and, go off the top rope, or he tries to springboard in the ring.
I think he was going for his springboard clothesline
his
maneuver,
clothesline.
right? And he does slip off the top rope there towards the end of the match, though. So you gotta.
But it was on a hot tag. He was fresh.
Yeah,
he was fresh.
You know,
He wasn't even wrestling. He had fresh legs.
I get it, but he was still coming into his own. He's like 3-4 months in here again. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt here. But no, besides that backstage promo, I want to just mention this other thing that happened in Dynamite. We had saw Malachi Black in a singles match. He beat Griff Garrison. And speaking of like stories and shit, this kind of was in the beginning of the House of Black kind of coming together and or being built. And Gator, you made a great point that Julia Hart was
one of the founding members of the House of Black, if you
technically
will.
sorta,
She was
yeah.
number 2.
She was number 2 to
She
Malachi Black's 1.
Yeah, because then shortly thereafter, I think it was like in January and February, something like that. That's when we have Brody come in and then Buddy come in.
Right.
And so, Julia was actually one of the founding members before the entirety was complete.
I can't remember exactly when she joined the fold for real, but I know it might have taken like a month or 2 for her to fully turn, right?
And that is probably why we don't look at her as a founding member, because I want to say that maybe Brody came in before and joined Malachi and then
she
adopted
switched
her.
eventually.
Yeah,
it
and
took
then
a little
adopted her.
while.
Yeah, because didn't the two of them start fucking kicking Varsity Blonde's ass till they were dead?
They must have been, because 2 weeks before this Holiday Bash Dynamite, we saw Malachi missed Julia Hart on the stage with
The Mist.
Griff and Brian Pillman Jr. at her side. And so then she starts getting the makeup. And this was just cool. So to my long-winded point here, people are always bitching about like, are there stories, no stories in AEW? But I think the story is in the individual wrestler and or their factions. Like this House of Black story has been built for 3 years now, and I feel like they're really heating up for a great 2025 and beyond. I'm very excited to see the House of Black continue to reign in AEW.
Indeed, sir. You know what's pretty cool too about this is that they tried to actually have Julia spread the mist as well. Remember when she hits Willow with it? She hits Sky Blue with it. Sky Blue eventually turns evil, comes with Julia Hart. So they tried to kind of extend Malachi's mist story into Julia's as if she kind of absorbed the power to be able to turn people evil.
I think Willow even got misted there.
She did. She was evil. She started getting the little eye, and then all of a sudden, she was Happy Willow again.
Sting got it when he got misted by Malachi.
Yep. So the mist delivers evil.
It depends if it can take hold or not. That's kind of the play there. Like, do they give in their subject?
Yes. Do they give in to the evil, or are they pure enough to fight it and win? But yeah, so like you said with the storylines, I did try and extend this. It worked for a minute, and I thought it built Sky Blue, so it fucking actually worked.
It did.
So for everybody who out there who likes Sky Blue and says there's no stories, suck it.
Yeah, but speaking of stories, we do have this CM Punk and MJF story very much being built up to their eventual singles matches in the next few months here in AEW. And at this point in time, this was the first time MJF and Punk locked up, I believe, during this match. Like, they were kind of hyping it up as such, I think, on commentary.
It's also another first-timer.
Of them in the ring together?
Well, Punk working with Sting.
Oh, yeah, exactly. And first and only time. So, really...
Well, I thought you were saying Punk and MJF first time.
Right. No, that's the first time they got in the ring against each other.
Punk and
I believe.
MJF?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
wow. Okay.
That's what it sounded like from what they had said on commentary. Like, we've been waiting for this, blah, blah, blah.
Okay. Speaking of that we're saying on commentary, did we get some Kyle O'Reilly on that too?
That's right. They had confirmed that he was all elite earlier in the show. Kyle O'Reilly debuts in AEW as well.
Yeah, and the Bucks they helped Cole get the win, and I think they would stand there, and the Bucks come out clearly upset about it. Like, this is your surprise? What the hell? You're just gonna bring them in? What about us?
Yeah, I think they referred to them as the Super Click at this point. So it was like the Elite merging with Undisputed Era or
Kingdom. Well, it was.
They weren't even the Undisputed Kingdom at that point.
They just went with the Super Click to start off.
Yeah.
And then eventually they went to Undisputed
Elite. Were they calling them the Undisputed Elite? Right.
Indeed, yeah, Undisputed Elite. And then once that weathered, it was Undisputed Kingdom because they took in the Kingdom.
Yeah.
So yeah, it ran its course.
Yeah.
Just like the Elite did, which we now can almost confirm is
more or less dead, you think?
Kind of dead in the water right now. You know, you've got Jack Perry losing his. You've got the Bucks losing theirs. They're out. Okada's losing to Kyle O'Reilly. Probably going to end up dropping that title pretty soon. So, I mean,
he probably will be losing that.
Yeah. So it looks like they might be on a pause or maybe just a straight out dead in the water. We'll see.
I don't know. We'll see what happens with that Elite storyline as well. I think it can be revived with the right pieces later on.
Anything can be resurrected from the dead.
That's right, Taker.
Yes, indeed, Taker. That is true. But yeah, dude, so like you were saying, that Punk working with Sting, first time, only time, so fucking cool. He's got the Long Boys on. I think we talked about that. Those were pretty cool. He goes back and forth between Long Boys and Short Pants. What's your favorite rendition of Punk?
I like the Long Boys on Punk here in AEW. I think he rocked them really well. And we haven't seen him use them yet in WWE or the little MMA shorts. So,
oh, dude, I hate the MMA shorts. Don't do that.
Really?
I hate that. That's Alistair. That's Malachi's.
Yeah, but I like the CM Punk accents, all his logos and shit on those little MMA shorts. I thought they were cool.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Especially the pink and black ones he wore with FTR. Those were badass. I think on the Collision debut show, I think he wore those.
Yeah, on CMFTR.
Yeah, the old cum farters.
The old cum farters. Oh, man. Taz hates Punk. Why?
Dude, this dude is on one on this show tonight, man. He hates Punk. He hates Darby, Sting. They all have beat Team Taz's ass through this year.
Is that what it was? Was Punk whooping the shit out of Team Taz's ass for a year before we get here?
So Punk debuts in September, but I'm pretty sure he's already beaten Will Hobbs at this point. I don't know. I don't think he crossed paths with Ricky Starks yet. Maybe he did. Yeah, maybe he did. But I thought they were building Starks against Punk the following year or 2 years later at All Out. But then all that shit happened. So I can't recall really. Maybe they did cross paths back then.
I thought they were building him and Starks before Punk got hurt. I thought it was an injury that took him out of that feud because they were building it, and then all of a sudden. And I don't know.
Maybe I don't know. My memory's a little hazy on the Starks Punk.
He gets hurt so much. Who fucking knows anymore? Fragile.
Yeah, man. Damn, that sucked. Punk's injuries in AEW. There were so many missed opportunities there, as we've said ad nauseum here on Suplex Studies. But
as Moxley would say, fragile body, fragile ego.
Damn.
Moxley was right on point with that one.
The ace of AEW?
The ace, baby. So what'd you think about the match, man? I mean, we got MJF fucking running.
Dude, he runs away from Punk so much during this match.
So much. He literally sprints up the crowd, up the stairs, takes a left, goes down that way, takes another left, goes right back down the stairs, takes he takes a right. He runs around the ring, jumps into the ring, tags out. All this to avoid fighting CM Punk.
Yeah, he's being a little bitch.
He's being a little bitch, and I get it. They're trying to build it. They want that to be at the end of the match so that it means something, and I'm cool with that. Just, damn, homeboy looked like he got his cardio in.
Schiavone, Tony Schiavone said immediately, once MJF, this is right in the beginning of the match when MJF is telling Cash Harwood, he's like, I got it. And then he immediately tags out right to Dax Harwood.
I remember.
And once he goes out of the ring, Schiavone says, that spineless piece of shit. Dude, I was so thrown off by that comment. I do not remember that.
And I think Taz was like, it's a smart move. It's smart. Smart move what MJF is doing right there. He knows.
Did you watch this event live back in 2021? Do you remember?
Ooh, what year? 2021?
This is December of 21.
I might have.
Do you remember? Does this show or
I
match
do.
ring any bells? Or?
You know what? I beg your pardon. I did watch this because I remember I was a huge Adam Cole fan, and this was early Cole. He had just entered the company, and I was awaiting Kyle O'Reilly, and I think I had received a little, on the Twitter sphere that he was
happening.
I'm sorry, the X sphere. I don't want to get sued. I heard on the X sphere that he might actually be debuting, so I tuned in for the match, and I think I was invested in AEW during the COVID era, during this era. I want to say like 2022, 2023 midway, and I might have started to kind of tail off at the end of 2023 into 2024. So yeah, I do think that I was watching this match.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah, I was as well, and gosh, it is so cool to be reminded of a lot of these moments in AEW, and I'm so excited for people to go back and watch a lot of this shit with the library on Max next month. If you're inclined to do so, this one is a great episode, fun episode. As we've said before on the pod, a lot of people hold 2021 AEW to this really high standard, and it is a lot of fun, And I think I'm loving what's going on now, and during this time as well, I totally was so very much invested, and will be going forward, because I'm loving AEW right now.
Yeah,
but
and
most definitely at this point too. It was so much fun to watch.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have to get a little more into it. Like you said, once it comes out on Max and we have the library, it'll afford me a little bit more, time,
leisure to watch it.
I can catch up. I can watch things on my own. I don't have to watch them live. I don't have to find some special stream. I don't got to go to the TN Tizzle and all that shit. I can just go ahead and have it on one catalog, just like the old WWE Network was, which I loved. Go back, watch everything. NXT is something you might have to get into also. Like I said, if you're a big AEW fan, you would love the black and gold versions from back in the old days.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we talked about it last week that I am interested to go back and check out some of those.
Yeah, and I've got a lot to show you. As a matter of fact, this month I might actually pencil in
we got a lot.
that 6-man ladder match for the North American title.
We got an open slate, so just put it up wherever.
It's open season. We're going to put something up there and get it on the books. Yes!
Put it on the board. Darby Allin gets some points here. He strikes some bowling pins. The Pinnacle are outside of the ring. Darby Allin is cannonballed, Lope Suicida straight onto them. There's all sorts of shit going on in this trios match,
He's
dude.
like a missile when he goes for that
God,
Lope.
I love
dude.
that Lope.
Just fucking missiles out of there and just smashes everybody.
Fucking hauling ass Darby Allin is.
Yeah. FTR does a lot of heavy lifting in this match, because MJF is trying to stay out the whole time.
Right.
So FTR, for the most part, is doing a lot of the heavy lifting. They threw Darby into the rails with the same force that Darby delivers his topes. Yeah. And it looked like it hurt, and I think a little bit of that might be on Darby also. You're taking the move. Hey man,
he's leaning in, making it look nasty.
Yeah, and it does look nasty, bro.
Oh yeah.
You weigh 135, 145, baby.
I was thinking in my head earlier, I was kind of equating Darby Allin to a Jackass star.
Yes.
Very reckless but calculated in a large way.
Yeah.
And he can take these crazy ass bumps and know that he's gonna more or less be okay.
Yes, until you're not. Look at Johnny Knoxville now.
He's in rough shape.
He's in rough shape.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Johnny Knoxville. I'm gonna get fucking hit with a goddamn bull.
Oh god, that was crazy.
I'm gonna get hit with a bull.
See, Darby doesn't do anything that crazy.
Yeah. Well, dude, he takes full freaking power bombs onto the steel steps.
The diamond-plated steel steps?
The diamond-plated ones, which makes it even worse because that's going to leave a mark.
They're diamond-plated, Gator.
But at least now, you're made out of diamonds. You got the little marks on your back now, too.
Oof.
But yeah, dude, Darby takes some insane bumps. And for the longevity, and I know everyone's told him this, and he's heard it a million times, you're not going to last another decade if you keep doing stuff like that, brother. Take a little bit of the whip off of it when you can. Get your shit in, lay it in, make it look good. Take a little whip off of it sometimes. Just do me a favor.
Yeah, so up until this point in the match, everyone's kind of getting involved besides MJF, as Gator just said here. But as he also alluded to earlier, Sting is working his ass off in this match, beating the shit out of Dax and Cash and MJF. And really, you could tell how gassed he starts getting, but my goodness, does he like still put the pedal to the metal throughout the entirety of the match? He gets his rest when he needs to, but my goodness, the dude came out to perform, and I mean, at such a high level in his late 50s here at this time, I believe.
Yeah, man, he was out there fucking hitting all the trademark moves. Stinger Splash. We got a trio of Stinger Splashes. I think Sting hits one first, holds. Darby comes in, does like a run in when he hits him with the back.
He does the running coffin drop.
Yeah, and then sets up for Punk to run in there and do his little knee.
The high knee.
His little high knee.
The rising knee.
The rising high knee. So that was a pretty cool little trio, spot right there. Little three-way move that they did right there. But yeah, dude, Sting, like you said, he gets isolated. They beat the shit out of him.
Mm-hmm.
He's tired right here. Nutshot.
Oh my God, yes, dude.
Nutshot. Sting on MJF.
Yeah, Sting gets so winded and tired at this point. This is probably like more than halfway through the match, right?
I would say so,
right?
Yeah, at least.
He falls forward on MJF's groin area, and Yambag Jones.
It was one of those ones where you're like the Ric Flair?
Yeah, it's almost like a Ric Flair fall.
It's like a Ric Flair fall right into the Yambags.
Yeah. That was a funny little spot there, I thought.
Oh, man. But yeah, that was good. Looked like Punk was a little bit winded also, to be honest with you. It looked like they both needed a fucking oxygen tank in there.
Man, these guys were going off, dude. Lots of body slams, I noticed. We didn't get too many suplexes. Gator, how many did you count up?
Was it 4?
You got 4. I only counted 3.
3.
But
okay,
I
hold
could
on.
be wrong.
No, you know what? I've got 3. My bad.
Yeah, and I want to say we're correct on that number, but I could. I don't know. Sometimes we miss them. You know.
And one of them comes right here, I believe. It's that good old superplex into the big splash spot.
Love
FTR. Love that spot. I think was it one time where they were trying to set that move up and Cash gets up there and the turnbuckle was fucked up and rips his arm up or something like that.
Yeah, like later on.
Yeah, no, that wasn't in this match. After all this.
Yeah, not during this match.
Yeah,
maybe a year later or something.
That was fucking rowdy.
He was out for a while.
Yeah, and even when he came back, he had that entire forearm wrapped up like a damn gordita
or something.
Yeah, it was like a gordita and a sleeve on top of it too.
Yeah, because at this time in this match, his arms are bare. Yeah. No elbow pads, nothing.
No, I think he learned his lesson. I don't know if he wears anything now, but I mean, I would.
I feel like he might. I could be wrong though.
You know, it kind of makes sense now. I never understood why do wrestlers tape up all the way past the wrist. I mean, it kind of makes sense.
For reasons such as that, maybe?
If something goes wrong and you accidentally cut yourself on anything in that ring and it's your wrist, hey, man, you're dead. You're going to bleed out.
Got to be careful.
Yeah, tape them up.
Watch what you're doing.
Yeah, tape them up, man. So, yeah, dude, they hit that spot. MJF.
To their future partner in CM Punk.
Oh.
Yeah, the FTR CM Punk.
Yes.
Combo, as we just said earlier, CM FTR.
Yes, indeed. Dax gets some color. Was it color or was it the paint?
I can't remember.
I want to say he takes a big shot outside of the ring, and then when he comes back in, he's got some color. So I don't know if he did that to himself. Yeah.
Hardwood?
Dax Hardwood. Did he get busted up hard way?
Dax Hardway.
Dax Hardway.
I can't recall, dude. I don't even remember any color in this match.
Yeah.
I'm completely blanking on who had it.
Yeah, bro. Dax had color. He got color, and I was sitting there. I looked at you and said, "Is that color?"
Who popped him?
I don't know. I want to say it was Sting.
Right over my head.
I want to say it was Sting on the outside. Dude, do you remember when Sting took MJF and fucking lawn darted him out onto the Pinnacle, and his head almost went like head first into the concrete?
This was probably the scariest moment of the match. Yes. Sting hip tosses MJF over the top rope onto FTR on the outside of the ring, and it jogged this memory of remembering seeing that live and freaking the fuck out because I was like, oh my God, Sting just killed MJF.
He's dead.
And thank goodness Cash, I believe, kind of pushes MJF at the last second to make him not over-rotate and hit his head. And hit his head on the floor. He hits his head on the barricade.
He would have rotated, planted
Right.
head, and his momentum from his body would have taken him over, and he could have snapped his neck.
It would have been awful.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Would have been
that
tragic.
was so nasty.
Oh, hey, this is the first time. Oh, look at all this history being made. Snap.
God, dude. What a travesty avoided.
Dude, it brought back that old Taker memory to me when he does that tope, and I think it's the cameraman or somebody that's supposed to end up catching him, and he bitches out.
The tope con. Oh, he doesn't do the hero.
No, he just does a tope.
Yeah, the tope splash. I don't know.
Something like that.
I can't remember what you call those.
Yeah, Taker goes out, hits, he doesn't get caught, basically neck plants right into it.
Oh my God.
And I remember Taker saying he went back there and he tore that son of a bitch apart, and I think that might have been the end of him.
Fuck. You know how it was a great tope splash? God, I wonder what the fuck that move is called. Why can't I think of it? Matt Taven does one very similar to Taker's. Up and over.
Ah.
You haven't seen him do that? He
know,
does that Taker splash over the top, dude.
I've seen Taven. I guess I just haven't seen a whole lot of Taven.
His name is Matt Taven.
Is that what it is?
He is Matt Taven.
I did not know that. I'm going to have to Google search
Former
that just to confirm.
ROH champion.
Damn right.
But back to our match here.
Yeah.
We have Punk and FTR, or Punk and Dax going at it here, and Punk goes for a GTS on Dax Harwood, which is reversed into the Shatter Machine. I wonder if this would have finished Punk, because he has to have Sting save him from a 1-2-3. I mean, you don't take that finish and kick out of that. So I think Punk was almost out here.
I think he was. Sting came in, made the save, like you said. And then I think that's when we get MJF, who comes back in here. But, dude, the Shatter Machine is a one and done.
Yeah.
You're
Love
done.
that move. What a great tag finish.
Yeah.
Did they steal that from anyone? Did they create that?
I think what they basically did is they took the Dudley Death Drop and just added a twist. I'd never seen anybody else pull a Shatter Machine.
Oh, yeah, because it goes into that setup to a code breaker.
It's the same thing. It's just a setup to a code breaker as opposed to a setup to an RKO.
Oh, yeah.
So it's basically a Dudley Death Drop with a twist.
I like it. I love that move.
Yeah.
Great tag finish.
Yeah. It would be cool to see somebody do like that setup, the Dudley Death Drop, where he picks him up, like a fucking black mass. Let's go. Brody King, fucking Malachi.
Ooh, that'd be
set it
hard
up.
to nail, but I could see them, maybe.
Off the ropes, put him up, lean back, Malachi Black with the fucking SWAT. It's over.
It would look brutal. It looks crazy in my head right now.
Yeah.
It's a timing move
thing.
there. It'd be hard to nail. But
his-
Malachi's the shit.
Dude, he's a fucking kickboxer. His timing is precise. He can fucking throw dimes if he wants to. He's like a precision football player. He could put the ball anywhere he wants. He can put his foot anywhere he wants. He can put it up your ass. He can put it on your chin. He can miss your chin. He can do whatever.
We have Darby Allin torpedoing into MJF on the table outside almost around this time that we don't fucking see until
Replay.
after the match.
Replay.
The
You
after
see
the
it
match
on instant
replays.
replay.
At the end of the match.
At the end of the match.
I think we got one replay through the whole match. I can't remember what it was.
It was Sting jumping off the top rope, doing a splash onto the Pinnacle towards the end of the match.
That's what it was.
That's what it was. Yeah, so we got like one replay. And, of course, it was Sting, which is warranted. But, again, I always harp about replays back in this day. They
just didn't do
replays. It was lazy.
I don't know what the production team was doing there. It was so odd that they wouldn't do instant replays during the match.
Bro,
they would wait to do them after the match, which turns into a really weird, awkward waiting period with Paul Turner holding the arms of Darby, Punk, and Sting at the end because they're like waiting for this fucking replay reel to finish to lift their arms up.
I thought they were looking up at like the screen over here waiting for the replays.
That's what I was just they were watching.
Yeah,
them
they're watching it.
Finish.
You can see them looking up. And then when that's over, they look back at the hard cam and raise their hands up.
Right. Yeah, so
Just amateur hour, man.
yeah, it looked really awkward and but no we don't see that Darby spot. So it's kind of awkward cuz I think Darby and or MJF are like crawling to their feet after that, like through the
MJF.
Yeah, right. Like he kind of like
crawling out
looks
of it, like,
over the table all fucked up.
I think Shivani's like, that scalded dog or something like that. Punk or something. She was saying something about him. He hates him.
Fuck.
Yeah, it was definitely a chore. Just like this match was for FTR. Because, like I said, not only did they do most of the heavy lifting, but in the end, Dax has to save MJF's scrawny ass from taking, a finish. What is he? He's getting set up for, what was it, GTS?
He takes a GTS into the Scorpion Death Drop and into a very, very far coffin drop from Darby Allin. And good night, Dax Harwood. It was over.
Dude, he jumped.
It was Dax, right?
Yeah, it was Dax. He jumped like 3/4 of the way across the ring.
Dax notices how far he is and kind of
does he
scoots? He scoots.
He scoots, skedaddles a little closer.
And then Sting I think grabs him and pulls him a little bit towards Darby.
Sting makes it look like he's
maybe
doing
saved
it.
a little, yeah.
Oh my God, I missed that one.
Because ultimately Sting hit him with the death drop, so he should have had him in the proper spot, but he didn't adjust him right away, so it was a little off there.
He probably should have hit him with the death drop, drug him over.
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, I look at Darby and I see how fucking far he can jump anywhere on a tope. Screw it, the kid's got it.
Yeah, no, and he does hit it.
Yeah,
he fucking hits it far, dude.
And he hits it stiff too, dude.
Woo,
it's like,
it's always stiff.
It's always stiff.
But you don't want to take that shit.
I'll take one.
I mean, your crazy ass would for sure.
Yeah, I'll take one. I'll be hurt. Hit the left shoulder, please.
Which shoulder you like it on?
Hit the left shoulder, because the right one don't work no more.
Oh shit.
Oh man, but yeah, like you said,
1, 2, 3.
That's the finish right there, baby. We got the Unz Dutz try.
Great match, dude. Overall thoughts on this one?
Exciting, a little rusty. Punk and Sting were older at this point.
So just a couple competitors. The other guys were all solid as hell.
Dude, yeah, everybody else. FTR always puts on a 5-star FTR match. Darby's always crazy as shit. MJF, golden.
MJF.
He's a fucking diamond. And the other two competitors, like I said, looked like they need a little bit of oxygen. They gave it their all. They put on a good performance. I'm happy Punk is not with us anymore, and I love Sting.
Oh, I do. I don't know. I think I'm just always in the boat of all the missed opportunities that there was with Punk, especially Punk versus Omega. That was my main want from his run, but alas, we didn't get it, and it never will be.
We got Punk.
Most likely not.
We got Punk Mox.
Couple times there. I gotta watch those back. I really want to actually.
Let's do a quick one on the squash.
Yeah, right. That one. Just do that one and the following All Out match, I believe.
Yo, there's a little bit more inhumane treatment right there. Hey, I know you're hurt. Get your ass out there.
Ooh. Yeah, I don't know if there might be something to that. I don't know if Punk would have did it unless he was actually ready to go.
I could have sworn he was saying he didn't want to do it, but he did it for Tony.
Yeah, I think he did mention something like that, right?
Yeah. So, I mean, given all the negative pub that's been coming out, I go back in time one more time, and I find yet another case.
Yeah. But, yeah, these three stand tall, Punk, Darby, Sting. It is a sight to behold. It is one of the biggest moments, I'd say, in AEW's short history. I loved revisiting it. I'm excited to go back and revisit some more AEW. Let us know what you thought about this match out there. We'd love to hear your feedback on it and your memories of it. Or if you've seen it or seeing it for the first time on Max next month, let us know.
With that you said?
Did I say Max?
Did you say Max or did you say Max?
I accidentally said Max. Not that hard of a list.
Did you say much?
I did not say much.
Well, why didn't you say much, Eric?
HBO match?
You haven't had me on all fucking episode, dog. What's going on with that?
Hey, you have a free reign on the show anytime you'd like, Match 5.
Yeah. Well, you were over here doing all the Google searches, not even asking me for help anymore, so I figured maybe you didn't need Match 5 anymore. Maybe you're just using Match 1 and I don't even know.
Match 1's quick with it. He kind of... He's our own Jamie over here.
I'm going to hit that son of a bitch with an elbow drop tonight while he's not looking. That way I can take over. I will be the undisputed Mock Supreme. Yeah.
We shall see there, Match 5.
I'm betting on 5.
5 versus 1?
5 versus 1.
Yeah, dig it.
Freak out, guys. That's going to do it for us. Another wonderful Wednesday here on Suplex Studies. We want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in again. We can't wait to bring you another episode next week. And as always, folks, we do this because we love you. And when your suplex studies till you die.
Oh.
That's right, baby. That's going to be our
new iteration. We thank you for being here with us on another Suplex Studies. You can listen for us every Wednesday. We will bring one to ya. Next week is another one in our future. We will see you next time.
Catch you dogs later, bye.
Next week, yeah.